one. What's going on YouTube today? Well, first of all, Merry Christmas to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Hope everybody, was able to give and receive. And don't forget what the main day of Christmas is. Spend time with family. You know what I'm saying? It's not only about gifts, it's about spending time with family. Don't forget who's in your circle, who's around you. Spend time with everybody that's in your circle, man. Friends, family, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be for others, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, love y'all, man. Hope y'all have a good Christmas. Then we get out the way because we're recording Christmas Day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, today we got a reaction. To Nintendo YouTube Legends. You know what I'm saying? By Flimsy. You know what I'm saying? I saw the YouTube video on my recommended, and it's crazy because you know nobody really talk about this too anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Etika every once in a while, but I really miss them niggas, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas are really the reason why I love YouTube and the game for it, bro. But yeah, let's see what this video talking about, man. Hopefully, something good, you know.
Talk about these two in a video for a while now, but I generally had no clue how or when I was gonna do it, so I kind of left it alone for a while, but I was going through it trying to figure out how to make this work. Had me behind my desk like, nah bro, this video idea too our brand, man, don't nobody want to hear about this. Get back in the kitchen and make some Crossroads videos. Chop chop, not the right time and it's not necessary right now. Here he go again with the nostalgia pen. Hey, don't talk about these two, you know how people can get. I did eventually want to speak on it, so I felt that now would be a good time, especially amidst some recent events that I'll get into a little bit later in this video. But first, I want to lead with a little bit of a disclaimer. This channel is normally very comedic and lighthearted in nature. I make videos, crack jokes, read comments, have a few laughs, and we keep it pushing.
Of
And
course,
it'll
gonna be
be
a
no
little bit
different here.
sad.
I want to positively look back on the legacy these two have left on the platform, but because of a lot of the subject matter in the later parts of this video, it's only necessary that I do my due diligence and educate and extend the messages and sentiments that I believe they would have wanted to have been left behind on this platform. And that'll also tie back into why I decided to drop this video now in the first place, because of some recent events that we'll get into at that part. So that'll be everything for our little intro and disclaimer part. So with all that being said, make sure to remember to like the video, comment where you see
Is that a mod?
hype the
That's
video
crazy.
because that's the thing now. And let's get into this. Kobe, better known as Kobanarmani456, and
I
Etika
miss
were
these
two of the
niggas,
most
bro.
prolific Nintendo YouTubers on the platform in the
I miss these niggas, bro. It's just, I wish there's a way, like, I know, like, he's smart enough, but, like, I wish there was a way, like Etika could have, like, talked to someone. Like, I know he tried, you know what I'm saying? And he looked like he was, like, normal. Even in the last video he made, like, he was, his a lot of pain in his eyes, bro. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? I just wish there was a way, like, niggas could, like, go back and, like, find a way to, like, talk to him and, like, help him get through what he's going through or something. Or maybe the pain what he's going through was just too much to bear and he just didn't want to talk to nobody about it or something. But this nigga's actually a smart nigga, bro. Like, if you hear, like his motivational speeches and shit, but he's just, like, similar to, like, Lamar Wilson, bro. Even just hearing that's just crazy, bro. Like, mental health is a big thing, bro. Mental health is a big thing, bro. If you don't get that shit checked out before anything else, just I just think it's literally number one thing before anything else. Before physical health, like healthy, like eating stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like mental health is number one, bro, because that shit can kill. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who had that mental training and how they handle that shit, it can kill, bro. And Kobe's still alive, but he just doesn't do content anymore. But he did went through some mental warfare. You know what I'm saying? He went through mental warfare, and he kind of like still comments on his community pages, but like it's crazy, bro. I miss these niggas, man. I miss these niggas, bro. This is like the pioneer of YouTube, in my opinion. Well, this is my side of YouTube, like watching like Nintendo content and shit, bro.
And this is gonna sound parasocial as hell, but I consider them to be two of the most impactful figures.
And I feel like both of them will be popular right now. Like they were Dashi, you know what I'm saying, or Corey, honestly, especially Etika. You know what I'm saying? Cause Etika is like more versatile a little bit, but Kobe still had that energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wish like things are different. But
this day when it comes to me on the back when I made the video, the current Sonic fan experience, I said, we're living through an era in the Sonic fandom where people don't know who Kobana Marty 456 is. To which many of you responded saying how that was a nostalgia hit to the face that Anthony Joshua couldn't even recreate. And I was surprised because I didn't think that many people still remember this stuff nowadays. Kobe was widely regarded as a Sonic tuber, but he also held some of the most popular Nintendo Let's Plays during that era. For those that don't know, before the streaming and short form content farming era of the internet, Let's Plays were some of the most watched gaming content on YouTube at the time. I don't know why this was, but I can only imagine that people just wanted to see others experience games and know if they should play it too. So a majority of the exposure of popular video games to the general public started here. So naturally, I saw Kobe's videos at a very young age, and he put me onto a lot of the new Nintendo and Sonic games through his videos. It went a little something like this. Shortly after I gained sentience and discovered YouTube at the age of 7, I started watching Kobe's Sonic videos. I also started watching his Nintendo stuff too, like Mario Let's Plays.
Same here.
Because I had just gotten my 3DS. And I'm highly confident he was the first YouTuber I ever subscribed to. And that's not Glaze, y'all. That's how it was for me.
No, that bro, it's literally the same thing for me, bro. Every time like a new Sonic game drop or Mario game drop, I already knew it was gonna blow the same day, next day, bro. Same day or next day, bro. And even when I didn't have a computer or something, I literally like there's sometimes where I stayed in a hotel, I literally went down the hotel lobby to pull up YouTube and watch his YouTube videos, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Videos across all games, but I remember him most for his Sonic Generations mod videos.
Yeah, Sonic Generations, yeah, that's what carried.
He put me on to Smash Bros with his Brawl Online match videos too. And it was around this time that Smash 4 3DS was coming out as well, so I was especially locked in on that since I would soon be playing my first ever Smash game. And it was also around this time where I would get my first exposure to Etika on the internet as well. After Nintendo had dropped their Smash Wii U 50 Fact Extravaganza video, reactions to the Mewtwo reveals were wildfire. And I remember because I did not know who Mewtwo was at the time. No. See, y'all gotta understand, bro. I played my first Pokemon game literally the next month after, bro. Don't get on me for that. But it was among all these reactions that Etika's Mewtwo reaction in particular gained a lot of traction. And why is that, you asked? Well, Mewtwo! Oh my god! Mewtwo! You know, the craziest part is that even Sakurai himself acknowledged this reaction and reposted it. Yeah, that nigga definitely did not know Etika was saying in that clip.
Yep.
So this was the first time I saw Etika, but I didn't actively start watching his stuff until a few years down the line. I was, however, locked in on watching all the reactions to new Smash reveals afterwards, though. This would go on to define the culture of Smash on the internet going forward. Smash reactions would then become mainstream on YouTube, especially with the third-party guests coming into Smash 4 and then later Smash Ultimate. Going back to Kobe for a bit, during this time he would cover gameplay of all the new popular Wii U releases at the time, alongside coverage of new Sonic games too, which, looking back, oh nah, how the hell did he manage to do well in the Sonic Wii U era? I mean,
that's all, bro. That's all I'm saying. He really made that. That's how I know it's not really a game that really makes the content. Is the people, man. If that person reacting or like giving the gameplay, you know what I'm saying, made the game entertaining. That's amazing, bro. That's exactly what he did, bro. That's what I'm saying. He did that. He made shit entertaining as fuck.
As bad as some people make it out to be, but no disrespect, all we had going for us was Sonic Lost World and Sonic Boom. Yes,
Facts.
Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom for the Wii U. But regardless of the fact, Kobe continued on in the 2010s, keeping up to date with the latest of Nintendo and Sonic games. And this continued on into the announcement of the Nintendo Switch. And this was a huge deal for the community, especially because the Wii U didn't really perform that well.
Bro, I remember the YouTube used to look like that, bro. Bro, I remember when this shit dropped, bro. YouTube Red? Bro, who remembers YouTube Red, bro? Who remembers that shit, bro? That's insane. I remember when the shit first dropped, bro.
The Nintendo Switch. And this is a huge deal for the community, especially because the Wii U didn't really perform that well, despite it being a solid console with some good-ass games. Etika, who has already established himself as a popular streamer by this point, went into the Nintendo Switch hype cycle era creating viral moments such as his famous Joy-Con Boys clip. Oh, Joy-Con Boys! Joy-Con Boys! While Kobe would go on to cover new drops like Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces while keeping an eye on all the new Nintendo stuff like Mario Odyssey. I want to take this part to really talk about Kobe and Etika's friendship. I have them roped in as the two ghosts of Nintendo YouTube, but I haven't really gone into their interactions with each other, so I'll just briefly talk about it. They were really good friends. Kobe even sent Etika his Wii U back in 2014.
Kobe, man, you know I love you, Kobe. You know I fucking love you, Kobe. Thank you.
And Etika would go on to have Kobe on streams many years later. Just wanted to give that little bit of context for y'all, just in case some events I'm going to reference in a little bit. It will make a lot more sense knowing this information. 2018 would go on to be a great year for the Nintendo community, especially with the reveal of Smash Ultimate. Etika's viral reaction to the reveal would be synonymous with just how the Nintendo community felt during these times. This is the era where I was like actively watching every stream, and it's also what I would consider to be the highlight of Etika's career here and throughout the release of Smash Ultimate and into early 2019. It was genuinely one of the most entertaining entertaining creators that I've ever seen.
Easily.
On this platform. 2018 would be the last year that Kobe would upload content on YouTube, and then the
Yeah.
following year after 2019 would also be the last year Etika uploaded content on YouTube. And it's at this point that I really want to get into why I decided to drop this video now of all times. So recently, the conversations about mental health and mental well-being in
Yes.
online spaces has resurfaced. For those of you that don't know, the biggest streamer on Twitch, Kai Cenat, has recently opened up about the importance of the topic, and for some reason there was a strong reaction of disregard and overall disrespect to the situation as a whole because of what I can only imagine is Kai's status and wealth. So people are heavy downplaying what he was talking.
Bro, niggas don't understand, bro. Yes, for most people, money can solve a lot of stress and mental health, bro. But even the richest nigga on the planet is not the happiest, bro. Like, even the richest person can have all the money in the world, but still feel alone. Feel like they got nobody to talk to. Feel like nobody's gonna understand what they going through. You know what I'm saying? Money isn't gonna solve everything, bro. Like, at all. People still have problems, bro. Money don't solve every single problem in the world, bro. Like, come on, people don't understand that shit. Like, come on now.
About. And I don't want to speak anymore in that situation because all it did was just resurface the mental health conversation on the internet. That's the only reason I'm bringing that up. I don't really have any say on that. I heavy disagree with people comparing this situation to Etika because those were two completely different circumstances. But it is kind of hard to watch history repeat itself through the internet's reaction to this. It makes it seem like nothing has been learned from the previous situation. But furthermore, amid the recent passing by of cosplayer and internet personality Squid Kid as well as Lamar Wilson.
I don't know who that is, bro. Really, bro? R.I.P. man.
Of cosplayer.
I don't know what this is, but R.I.P. man.
As well as Lamar Wilson.
I heard about Lamar Wilson though. That's sad too, man. Like mental health, bro, is a big fucking thing, bro. Mental health is a big fucking thing, bro. You don't take care of yourself, bro. It's just sad.
Now more than ever, the conversation of mental health needs to be prioritized, which is why I appreciate that Kai spoke out about these things, and is also why I decided to talk about Kobe and Etika now. To give y'all full clarity, shortly after checking into a mental facility and getting a diagnosis for Asperger's syndrome, Kobe quit YouTube in mid-2018. This was shortly after he opened up about his struggles with mental health. And there are a lot more specific details on that story and everything that happened with him afterwards that I am not going to get into in this video because that's personally just not what I'm trying to get into right now. But at the point before his departure from YouTube, it's clear that his struggles were, like many others, behind closed doors. There were only a few situations that were made public about what was going on behind closed doors with Kobe, but one in particular was his incident with Rakeem Marvelous, where Etika was involved with helping Kobe in. It's a very old case, but it had to do with a bunch of stealing money and lying and manipulation, which can obviously take a ginormous toll on somebody's mental well-being. Oftentimes, a lot of people's struggles aren't expressed publicly or to where a bunch of people can see them, and especially not to where thousands of people see them play out in real time. And this was unfortunately the case of what happened with Etika towards the end of 2018 and early to mid 2019. Here we would experience several public mental health episodes, resulting in Etika being checked into a mental facility multiple times. And much like we are seeing nowadays, back then the internet reaction was a lot of heavy disregard and people playing out the situation to be unserious or a character portrayal and all just an act for attention. And this would continue on until Etika uploaded his last video in June 2019 and shortly after proceeded to take his own life. The Nintendo community and the internet has not, and I don't believe will ever recover from this hit. And yet, as we can see nowadays, there are still people downplaying the importance of mental health. A lot of people don't see the human beings behind these screens and just think that creators are figures that are here to serve a specific purpose and don't have any sort of emotion or any normal human functionality. It's been rough for the Nintendo community for the last couple years, but I've always made it a point to make sure that mental health is prioritized over anything and everything that you do, whether it's on or off the internet. And this is one of the lessons that Etika himself made it a point to be left behind. And even 6 years later, it's still hard revisiting this topic. When I was doing research for this video, I had to look at a lot of stuff that I've not seen in a very long time. And remember, the situation happened, I was 14 years old watching all of this play out, so it was very confusing to me at the time, and especially when I couldn't fully understand everything that was going on emotionally and mentally. Once again, I want to reiterate that I decided to drop this video now because of some recent things that I've been seeing with regards to mental health, and also I wanted to drop because these two are, like I said earlier, two the most personally impactful figures to me when it comes to me on the internet.
I
talked about
agree
it here and there in videos before, but Kobe, through one of his comment sections, allowed me to meet one of my lifelong friends to this day, and was the very early reason that I wanted to become a YouTuber in the first place. This was back when I was like really, really young. And of course, Etika also showed me that it's cool to be excited about things that you like. And hopefully in a couple videos down the line, I'll be able to speak more on that in particular. So yeah, that's just me wanting to speak more on why I decided to make the video in the first place, because I have a lot more of a personal connection to the situation than people might think. I know this is very far left for my usual style of content. I'm like, we want to get back to the happy, funny stuff, but I just felt that I needed to talk about this eventually, and now would be a good as time as ever.
And I appreciate you talking about it, bro, because mental health, man, like I said like 20 times in the video, bro. If you don't take care of yourself, it's a killer, bro.
Make y'all sad on Christmas Eve, but definitely make sure y'all spend some time with y'all family, get off the internet, go enjoy life a little bit, maybe hang out with some friends, play some games, whatever y'all do around these times. This is gonna be the only video for a while that's of this nature, but thank you to everyone who watched to the end. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment how you feel about it, because I really want to hear y'all perspectives on it. And yeah, we'll be back in a couple of days. I'm just gonna be spending some time with family, starting up a new game, playing Final Fantasy, and just hanging out with friends and having a good time. And I hope y'all do the same. All right, that'll be all for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Good fucking video, man. I never heard your content before, but all respect to you, bro. I'm gonna subscribe, man, because this is a fucking W video, bro. I'm just sad thinking about it, bro. Like, I really miss that nigga other kid, bro. I miss Kobe too. Hopefully Kobe comes back at some point, but I don't know. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I used to watch Etika, all his streams every fucking day. Even the times I'm supposed to be asleep, I just watch his streams all the time, bro. Like, it's just sad, bro. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment. Y'all opinion on this video, if y'all knew who Etika or Kabani Money 456 was during this time, during the prime, and I seriously believe that actually would have been like one of like the top content creators nowadays, man. I feel like, especially Etika, bro, because he's more of a streamer than Kobe. Etika is an amazing streamer. He already had a lot of viewers during the time when, before he passed, bro. He was entertaining, like, I didn't like all the fake love though after he posted a video and actually passed. I don't like all the fake love, people saying like, well, I knew Etika, you know what I'm saying, RP, you know what I'm saying, like bro, that niggas didn't know that nigga, bro. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to follow my Twitch, my TikTok, and Instagram, man. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Christmas or whatever day it is, say Happy New Year's, whenever this comes out. But yeah, peace, man. Peace.